everybody, so it is me, Tokkuri Yashi. Hopefully, you can hear me out there waiting for my internet to settle down every time I hit the start stream button. All of a sudden, it goes up and down all over the place. Anyway, hopefully, it has calmed itself down now, and we can all enjoy the stream. So today we're going to have a look at, I'm going to call it the wrong thing, I'm pretty sure I will, the Special Dungeon. Special Dungeon, Day 5. This is the business end of the Special Dungeon. However, though, I don't think that they seem to have scaled up the Special Dungeon from the previous ones we've had. Day 4 didn't seem as difficult as in the past. Now we're all a little bit higher level. More Princess Knight announcements and so on and so on. It seems like this might not be too difficult. Anyway, how is everybody doing out there? What have everybody been up to? Not a lot going on in this game at the moment, although, before we jump in, we'll wait and see if anybody would like to join us later. Maybe the stream has been all over the place, and maybe that's why it's going on a little bit funny. Whilst we wait for everything to settle down, let's have a look. What is upcoming? What is upcoming in the next few days? Well, there's supposed to be some unique equipment 2s. Is this going to show us? It's not going to show us the news on here because I'm on DMM, so it's going to open up in a separate window. But we're going to have unique equipment 2s for a couple of characters: the Xmas Christina, the Xmas Ilya, and this Xmas Nozomi here. Now, I don't have a huge high hopes that any of them are going to be that good. Christina might be. Nozomi here is free to play tank, possibly more aligned with PvP. I don't know how if she's really going to benefit too much from this. And Ilya too. I noticed this when I did my Sono video. She sits right at the front. She's the furthest forward water character that we've got, in front of all the tanks, apart from the furthest forward magical water character that we have got. In front of all of those tanks, there's maybe some physical tanks that are in front of her, the Kukas perhaps. So I don't know if this Ilya is going to be doing too well with their positioning. Anyway, but let's have a look. It should have 22nd or something. It'll be a couple of days before they get them. Anyway, let's jump into Battle Stadium. I told you to call it the wrong thing. Special Dungeon. Then, and see how we can go for today. This will be day 5, obviously, the hardest day of the Battle Stadium. Last day as well. Because we've already beaten Boss 10 previously, we could skip the first 5 stages. There we go. Hello, Legend, how are you doing? Didn't do day 4. Oof. Well, that's a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a shame. So that means you can't get in, well, to day 5, I suppose. Even just jumping in and letting it skip and then coming back again. I didn't consider doing that. So we could do day 4 and then day 5. So there we go. We have got our 45 or 45th reward here, which is the one that we really want to be getting to. Clan disbanding after this month, so might just fade out anyway. Sad to hear. I mean, there's always room in the clan that I'm in. We've always got a few spaces. If you wanted to see about joining that one, if you wanted a new clan, I'm sure you could be welcomed in there. But then again, I guess we all do grow out of these games eventually. Hopefully it's not the inevitable demise of the game, but anyway. Like I said, day 4 didn't seem too difficult. The only boss I needed to use more than one team was the 10th boss, the Goblin Lord. Next month, my Ninon fade. Find out next episode. If Nino comes back, then maybe you'll be back and all energized for Princess Connect. We just said the other day, get a new Ninon in there. We have a summer Ninon. We don't have a summer Ninon, do we? Let's have a summer Ninon. I wonder what should we do? What team? We should be on water. Probably will be on a water team. But then again, not all summer characters are on water, so could be some really strange. May only got 20k, but only 20k jewels. Yes. a little bit of time to save, I guess. Try to calculate where I'll stay around enough where I'll be able to recover for next month. Well, hopefully next month we'll see what we're getting for that soon. There will be Cloud Battle and even an event and stuff. So yeah, you get a little bit from all of that. Just in case Ninon comes, well. well, fingers crossed, it could happen. It certainly could happen. Hello, Hiroshi, how are you doing? Got your team killed because I was doing something else? Your team killed doing this special dungeon. I'm not paying attention. Well, hopefully you can go with a different team. We probably will have some team wipes on this, but that's where having a couple of extra backup teams would help. Ninon pickup gotcha since 2019. Yes, it has been a long time since we had hair. Yes, but I'll say, well, hopefully you can still take out Hiroshi this special dungeon. At least get to 45 wins to get some of those rewards. 2019 though for a last Ninon. There's some of these characters. Oof, it's a little bit rough out there if you're one of the OGs. Well, certain ones of the OGs anyway. So anyway, we have team, Battle 6, Boss 6. Maybe we should just go in with the team I used on day 4, which absolutely wiped the whole day 4 with just this one team, making very minor adjustments for the Cobra with multiple targets. So we'll send it in first. Maybe we're going to have to do a few changes. What we had was just that magic, just like so. Let's see if day 5 then is a lot more difficult. Legend. We're not last Ninon, but was the last gotcha Ninon. Last Ninon is still top 3 since last home though. Top 3 from last having a unit. Oh, little Ninon. We need another Ninon on. Don't have Ranfa. But if you don't have Ranfa, there are many other options you could use here. Instead of having Ranfa in the team, maybe Princess Carol here. Perhaps. Maybe, I don't know about if Misora would work here. But certainly putting Princess Carol in. Or we could just try and use a different elemental team. I'm just going to go with this one as it worked pretty well for me, but I'm pretty sure you could probably make up a good elemental team of maybe wind physical is pretty good. We're going to be saving that one till the end. Let's make sure we get auto back on. And the girls are not shouting to blow out your ears here. Maybe they're not too loud. I'll back them off a little bit. We'll try and if I can keep an eye on it then in case they end up perishing when we don't want them to. Hover over this menu button to quit out. But this boss was pretty weak yesterday. I can't see him being that much stronger today. Already taking huge gobs of damage there. So hopefully we can get to boss 10 with, oh, is it Chica at the back there just hanging on, hiding behind the boss, and there we go. So on our way up to fight number 7. I'll call it fight number 7. ZZ here. Oof. It has been a bit of a day. After Rima, which is part meme character, so does Rima does count a little bit. Mifu, Kaori, Ninon, all the same. Mahiru, Kurumi, Misaki, Miyako, Mimi, Misogi, the whole gang. I've had a character for a while. I wonder what we did. A lot of them have actually, some of them have got summer units. But then a lot of them, some of them don't. I mean, well, Summer Lima. You all want the Summer Lima. Goku got Spring and left their friends behind. Where are all the Reno alts? we want some more Reno alts. There was a couple of Reno alts, isn't there? We've got Wonderland and we've got what's the other Reno? There is another Reno, isn't there? Well, there's a Shizuru Reno. And then, there's another arena that I'm forgetting. Why is there another arena that I'm forgetting? Reno, it's top 10, but when event was here last from dates, Xmas though, yes, there's that other one there. 10 more Renos, we have a big Reno fan there. So, do we go in with the same dark team? I'm pretty sure this dark team will win, or do we try something different? I mean, I haven't tried, say, there's Reno. I haven't tried fire physical, although not multiple targets, so we should be using Reno in here. See how this one does. I'm pretty sure this dark team should win in there. It did yesterday, but we can try running some kind of a fire physical team just for a little bit of a change. So we'll use some of these characters up in here. If it doesn't work, we can always go back. So do we put in Hiyori here? Do we put in Aoi here? There's a few little options. Let's see how this does. To take out the ZZ. A little bit of use Muimi in here instead of Christina. He might have even been a slightly better option, seeing as we have got multiple targets to start with at least. How are we cutting through the pack? Seems like we are. Yeah, level 500. It's called Crimson Thunderbear this time. Why Crimson Thunderbear? Well, it's just named Zizzy, isn't it? And now we're finally attacking the Crimson Thunderbear. There's a Rin there hiding in the background. Come on, we need to get some defense down or something on this bed. None of these characters are ones that we want to be putting unset. Used Muimi in this one and got her killed. Oh, so maybe she was a little bit fragile. We could do with a little bit more damage there. The problem with this team is we've only got Christina in as a DPS. So it looks like we are a little bit short on damage here with this team. We're only trying this as like an experiment. But once we've taken down Easy, we've still got Rin there hiding in the background. So it looks like we may end up having to back out and try a slightly different option here. But I don't think we're going to get this in time. It's been keep healing. I don't see the healing going up a lot, but I don't think we're going to get this in time. So, I mean, we don't have to use fire physically. It was just an option. There we go. How are you doing? Nice to see you. How is things with you? They're not watching Muimi. Well, we could try Muimi. See if she, instead of maybe Hiyori, we'll put in Muimi and see if that gives us a little bit more damage. What we do need is a bit more damage. Maybe Reno could help. At least clear out the ads. This might do it. It didn't quite there, did it? So let's see if my Muimi ends up dropping or not. Maybe she's a little bit fragile for this. Maybe we could have used Fubuki to try to clear out the ads instead of Muimi. If we are adamant that we want to use fire physical here, like I said, we don't have to. Already taking a bit of damage is the Crimson Thunderbird. Alright, hope everything is doing great over there. Yes, thank you very much. At least if you see now, we've at least made it to 1k subs, which is a target. At least I can be happy and proud and thankful that I've made it that far. Aye. If she's not tanking, it's probably fine. Yes, it is, but how are we going to get the damage here? Maybe we did want to put... Well, once all the ads are gone, I think Muimi would be better, but... Don't tell us that we're just going to have to go back to dark magic. Don't want to go, just have to go back to dark magic. 22 seconds to go. We should take ZZ down, but then how long is it going to take for Rin? Because Rin is hiding behind there. Oh, there we go. Take it out. There we go. That is a little bit better there. We just need a bit more damage. So, fire physical, being able to take down ZZ there. And Wumi did, well, most of the damage there. I imagine she was doing a lot of damage on the multiple targets there. So, there we go. We're at, what's that? We've 47? Here we go, 48. Rai. Old, reliable. Yes, Wumi still a good old unit to have. If you're not got it from a pre-fest, well, yeah, we got more I didn't say this in the Sono video. We've got pre-fest banners all coming up as well. There should be one at the end of next month, the end of June, and then at the end of August. So, can they give us a arena reset or something? Anyway, Rai, what should we try with Rai? Do we want to go for maybe a light physical team? Just to mix things up a little bit. I'm trying to save Wind for the final boss, because it did quite well on it yesterday. And there's a lot of dark teams that we could use. My water teams are not the best at the moment either, although I'm sure some of them could probably do okay. So this is going to be another single target. So do we want to do single target lights? We can use Little Lyrical in there. We could put Aoi in there. We usually go for this Xmas June as the tank. Suppose you'd want Labarista in there, and then maybe Ameth. Or we could have one of the Liberators, perhaps. Or we could maybe go for... I was off Suzuna, wanting to use Suzuna, but we don't want Suzuna in the team. Or we could maybe have gone for Misato there. There are a few options here for a light physical team. Maybe we can see how this does. And if not, then we'll back out again. Who's old reliable here? Old reliable Labarista. Well, this is just against Rai. What teams? We should be can remember what teams we use against these when they are in clan battle, because those are the teams that should be okay here. I don't know how if these bosses are stronger or weaker. Well, obviously they're weaker than the tier 4 clan battle bosses, but are they about tier 3? Is it about level scale to tier 3 clan battle bosses? Anyway, this light team seems to be shredding Rai to pieces. Unless we have any kind of strange happenings, we should be okay here. "20 seconds to go." It's going to be, I'm not going to say close, but we are going to be cutting it a little thin by the looks of it. Or are we? It's going to be cutting it very thin here. Do we dare let this go? Ooh, 4 seconds to go. Going to be a little bit worried there, but can you put yourself in battle? Well, I don't know, maybe we could. We could try that. Maybe we could do that for the next battle, I don't know. It's going to be a multiple target there. We have got the Cobra here. So for Cobra, we want a multiple target team, I guess. And there are a few options we could go with. We did use multiple target Dark Magic on them last time. What would my abilities be? They would be... I don't know what my... They would be... I could be a tank. You know, usually trees are kind of tanky and high and defensive. So maybe I should go at the front. Or maybe I could just be a support character that... Why do I break on this? I could be a support character that makes fire characters stronger because they could burn me. No. Where's it? What? No. Oh, Yashi, we don't need any of that. We're in there only about leaves on fire. No, we don't need any of that. So, we could go for a few more target teams here. Do we want to try the Dark Magic? That one did pretty well yesterday. The Dark Physical probably do pretty well. Let's go for Dark Physical. We haven't done Dark Physical yet. We could try Christina and Medusa. We could use, well, I suppose we want to use Yamato for this one. This is a week where we can actually use Yamato. And then we're going to want, you maybe think Grace, but I'm kind of leaning towards Ameth again. Because we haven't, no, but yes, because we haven't got Violet tanking, I'm going to put in Ameth. I hope she doesn't die because I'm going to want her for the last fight. And then, who else shall we have? This is where there's a few options. We could put in Vikala, we could put in one of the commanders, we could put in this Makoto, perhaps is a good option here. Eriko here, perhaps? Maybe we could do that. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully, we are not going to be getting any funny business. Whee! Oh no, battle now! There we go. Whee! Well, no, this is weird because they're all doing the thingies. Oh no! Anyway, I'm moving back down here, out of the way. I'm getting out of this battle. I don't have any. I don't have any skills. So there we go. Let's just keep an eye on the fight, shall we? I don't really need to be 3D. It can be 3D. So how are we doing here? Just it's Cobra on his own. We've got no ads here. So we're doing okay. I didn't check if Christina. It's single target damage she gets when she has her skill 2. I am at least looking a little bit hairy here. I think we could do a bit more damage. I think we need a bit more damage here. I don't know if Eriko was the best pick for this fight. Do you think we can even one-shot this guy, or is he going to be strong enough now that we're going to need 2 teams? We could try. Because I don't want to lose Eris just yet. So let's jump back out again. And let's go with Grace, shall we? I'm going to take these two out. We're going to put Grace in. And for the last character on this team, maybe I'm going to go with this Makoto here to put more defense down. But then she's single target. That's why I took out Eriko. Do we have any more multiple target options? We do. We could maybe try. Where is she? They used the Edo Mitsuki in one of the recent clan battle fights. I think it was really tough guys that we used this Mitsuki for. Let's see if this Mitsuki's any better. I'm sure she must put on some defense down, does she? Or is that only the other one? Hello Nova, how are you doing? How are things going? Just dropping in to say hi before going to the gym. Didn't let... He's here, we're still paying attention. We haven't lost him just yet, thankfully. Well, hope the gym goes well. And we can get some of those games going on there. So, how are... We're not doing the best here either. In fact, we're doing even worse. So, that is a no. That is definitely a no. Maybe we should try a different multiple target. Maybe we are going to have to use 2 teams here. So, who else is a good multiple target team? Maybe Anemone, but I only want to use Wind Magic with Anemone. Abandon that. Let's go with Wind Magic. But then we're going to want to use Theo, and I wanted to use Theo for the physical team against the last boss. So maybe that's not an idea. We could always try a mixture of elements. We could try a Fubuki, so if we go here, imagine we still want these 2 in here. Maybe we could still run Mawimi in here. Or maybe... We don't have the best multiple target tank, though, for this team. I mean, this is basically what we ran before, but just swapping Christina for Fubuki. Let's see how it does, anyway. if it becomes apparent that we need to use 2 teams to take down Cobra, then well, I guess that's what we're going to have to do. I think June should take the extra pressure. Remember that Kusagaki is putting some of her damage onto the tank. God, she's a little brat. Are we doing any better here though? We've broken the Cobra and damage is piling on pretty well here. Maybe if we can at least get it down to 3/4 or something, we're going to finish it off with that Dark team with Eris and not worry about losing them. Zacko time, it is Zacko time. I don't know, it's doing that good. It looked like it was doing okay, and now the damage isn't piling on that well, is it? Maybe this Cobra is a 2-team fight again on day 5 here. It's doing okay. We've got around past halfway. So let's back out. Is there any better suggestions, perhaps, or is it really only ever going to be a 2-team fight? This it's not the worst if it is, but what else could we put in that we wouldn't mind losing? Perhaps light multiple target. What do we have on light multiple targets? I don't imagine any of these are going to do a huge amount better. I mean, I've got Dream Park Maho, so maybe the light side isn't the way to go. You have to go physical again. I mean, you've got Kujita, we've got Hatsune Shiori, we've got Koroche, we've got this Aoi, Pilot Aoi, which I'm sure we're going to want on the team. I don't think Koroche could tank this, even with somebody like Ameth there to help out full TP straight away. Give it a try, shall we? Let's see how it does. All about a little bit of experimentation here. It may end up being, like I said, that we're going to have to use 2 teams for this boss. Roche's damage, your death bar up and down there. Oh. Again, it's starting to look like it's doing okay, but then does the Cobra's defense go up or something? What's going on here? Why does the damage seem to slow down a little bit? Oh, there's normal Koroche. Oh, and there she goes, talking about it. She's now down, so she couldn't quite tank. It was looking okay, but she didn't quite tank it. There are any tweaks we could maybe make so that that team would work better. And I haven't looked at any of the suggested teams. If anyone else has put any of them up. It is here, we only just started, so maybe there isn't even that many out there. Do you know of Kokona? Kokona? I don't think I do. Would you maybe like to enlighten me on that? I think maybe what we're going to have to do then is say it's going to be 2 teams. Probably going to be 2 teams for this. So what we're going to do is send in Zacko. Zacko can take an L. We'll let the Zacko take an L. And then we'll finish it off with a second team. She's from Blue Archive and she's very cute. Kawaii. I don't know her, no. Maybe we can have a little look at Blue Archive. And I have watched some gameplay on Blue Archive. It does look pretty cool. But I guess, looking for games to start, I would like to find one that was a little bit newer, perhaps. Jumping into a game that's 3 years old or so, is it now? Is she on a banner? Do you want to pull there or something? Is that, but you don't have the currency. Kokona. Is Kokona like anybody in Princess Connect? Who is she like? I wonder if there are any teams for the. Like I said, It'll be days. Day 5 only started a couple of hours ago, so maybe some people have cooked some stuff up, but I don't know, he's pretty unique. Pretty unique, eh? Then we get over halfway, always halfway. We're now below half health, so hopefully Team 2 will be able to take this out. Oh, Zacko did a job. Zacko becomes the Zacko, getting team wipes there. Bye, Zacko! Sayonara! Zacko, there she is. Oh no, but probably did some damage there. You did okay. I get me. Top damage on that team. Top damage on the team. So, we need to move on. We need to finish this off with another fight. So, do you think that... I think I'll dark... So we go dark physical. Then. And... send in another bandy. We're going to send in a bandy to the last fight. That is what we're going to do. Where are we? We want you, we want you, we want you, we want you. How are we going to go Grace this time? Grace didn't work too well. Let's see if the car, though, can help at all. Maybe we do need Eris in here. Anyway, we'll give this a try. We can always change it up a little bit if things don't go too well. But to be honest with you, I'm not too fussed about losing any of these characters here. I think we'll still be able to beat. Maybe have to use 3 teams on the Goblin, but we've probably got a few. We've got lights, we've got winged physical we're going to run. We've got a dark magic which was going to run, and then I'm sure we could finish off with something else. We haven't used any water characters at all. Maybe just finish it off with a water team. Is Grace going to survive here? We don't have Violet helping out, but so far so good. We do quite a lot of damage here with this team. Maybe we could have just ran this one first and it would have. There we go, we've done about half of its health and we've still got 38 seconds to go. Maybe this would have been the team to use actually. Would have been a little bit better than that fire team that we kind of struggled through with. Anyway, that's a wrap there for Cobra. Christina doing huge damage there. I would like to have seen what this team would have done then if the boss had full health, because we could have done quite a little bit more. We could have maybe nearly even one-panned with that team, I think. Can't go back and take it on again just as a trial. Okay, so I guess we've got this as our last boss. We might as well just send in teams and we see what they do. There's no point in backing out unless we wanted to make a little bit of a change to them. So first I wanted to send in a winged physical team here and hope that the boss hasn't got, this boss here, Goblin Lord, hasn't got so much stronger that he's going to cause a bit of trouble here for Ray. So let's give this a try, shall we? We want to have Ray on set and we want Theo on set and we need this hedgehog out quick, Bacana, to try and protect Ray. So, level 700 Goblin Lord. Can you say Christina very dramatically? I don't know if I can. Can I say Christina very dramatically? Christina! Is that dramatically enough? I don't know. She did dramatic damage on the last fight. Can Ray emanate? Is that the right word? That performance here. I think Shuri will be doing the most damage for this team. Ray, second if she can survive. This Goblin Lord does do some big Union Burst damage, and a few of them coming closer to the end, so it looks like things are going alright. And then they don't. Oh, she's just hanging in there. My Ray there is about as maxed out as she can get. I think she's limit broken. Her unique equipment is 350 or whatever its highest. Unique equipment 2 is at 5 stars. She's about as maxed out as she can get here, so she's only still just surviving. Oh, but she's not surviving there. So there we go. The damage that this boss is dealing is A lot stronger than it was yesterday. I guess we're just going to have to let it run. Unless we wanted to kind of switch the team up a little bit. Like I said, a lot of attacks coming late on with this Goblin Lord that are pretty hard. Not a lot we can do there with that. So, let's try there. We're going to go all guns a-blazing there. We're going to go all out. So let's try some description of a magical dark team. There's a little bit of a conflict here. Now, do we put Princess Carol in? Or do we go for... It's Princess Carol and these two here, Ranford and Vampy, and Princess Carol, and they all three of them could be interchangeable on this team in ways. So I don't know who is going to be the best, actually. These two are the most recent, or at least the most recent upgrades, so we'll try with those two. I don't know if we want to back out and see if putting Carol in instead of... Maybe one of the other would provide a better result. But hopefully we can win it. I don't know if this boss is immune to TP stealing, because that's what Vampy does, a bit of TP stealing. That could be handy here. If we don't want him doing them nasty union-based attacks. Anyway. Maybe he's going to be a 4-team attempt here on the boss. But we will see, we will see. Yesterday that win team did do pretty well. I thought it did better than this light team, but so far this light team is doing pretty well. The dark team is doing pretty well. Where am I going? I'm going all the way. There comes that attack. Oh, look at that. Is the barrier that Irish has got up here really helping us? Doesn't then they have barriers or something as well? I can't remember. I should remember, but there we go. This is actually doing pretty well here. I mean, it's not going to do quite half, but it's not going to be far off, is it? As long as we don't die. Now, do a little better than that win team anyway. 15 seconds to go. Can we get a bit more damage out here? So we're going to finish off with one more team. There we are, not too bad at all. I don't expect anybody is going to be one-pounding this boss. If they do, then let's see if someone can put it in the comments, perhaps on the VOD. Vampy, they're doing pretty good damage round for not too far behind. So, who are we going to finish the Gobbo off with? Goblin, don't do it, don't say it. Just use the most OP girl in the arrow. Maybe we could have done, maybe we should have put her in there. Maybe we would have done a little bit better, but I don't think we would have quite finished it off. We could, I mean, I know we can borrow. Is there, don't have to borrow, because there isn't, and it's not going to work as well. I have been using... Now, he's, again, where's she gone? Where has she gone? The, Garoche Ariel, there she's hiding. If buffs are not just for fire, are they? I didn't think something along them lines, but because we don't have the Xmas Lariel yet, we could always, I always sometimes think about doing this. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Again, probably not an optimal team, but let's see how it works. She's not going to have any elemental bonuses here, but I don't think any of these characters are limited to fire, are they? If Lind can actually tank this, that might be the problem that we're going to have. Lind is not going to be able to tank this. Obviously, Xmas Lariel would be the character you use instead of Carol there. But like we saw, I don't have it yet. Well, we'll hopefully be getting here when the next ticket is. Every Tames banner should be next month. But I don't think I'm going to have the Jules to be summoning on that. But his team is doing pretty well, with Carol subbing in for L'Ariel. As long as we don't die here in the last Union base, that if he's going to get one in before we quite finish him off, otherwise, then we'll be done. Oh, look at that! Exactly! Exactly! But there we go. If we had L'Ariel, might have just finished him off before we got the last Union based in, but in Lou, we're going to use Lou. Can Lou finish him off? We want to get him to 1 hit point left, and then send Lou in on her own. She'll probably just die straight away. I don't even know. My Lou's where is Lou? Is she light? Or am I getting confused here? She's dark. She's dark. We could possess 3-star Lou. We're kind of memeing around now. We're kind of taking the mick out of Goblin Lord. Can we? which funny old characters have never really been used? Can we use to take out Goblin Lord now instead of doing serious teams? I mean, there's water magic. We haven't used water magic. We could probably cobble up some kind of physical team here. We've still got our Sheffy here that would finish this off. We don't have, there isn't a friend Sono up. I don't know if anyone even summoned. Did anybody even summon for Sono? Has anybody even got Sono? Many options we could have in here to finish this boss off. We could, however, then, what shall we do? What shall we do? Akuka's gone, hasn't she? Has Akuka Noir gone? Akuka Noir has gone. So we're not going to use her as the tank. We can... Let me think. No Sono. Has anybody got Sono? No one's got Sono. I mean, we could just go in with a proper team here and take this out, but I'm thinking. Who's a good magical tank that we haven't used yet? I mean, Kururu is, although she's multiple targets. Who else would you maybe say as a magical tank that we haven't used yet? Who got wind? This could be a magical tank that we haven't used yet. I don't think there really is anybody. Water, like I say, you can use Chica, or I don't have the Xmas Pecorine. And it does Chica defend against magical attack? And I don't think we're getting magical attack here, or am I getting mixed up? I don't know. Anyway, let's send in. I mean, I know we kind of want Nenica in there, and we want Alchemist Nozomi, but because we want to see Lou. Where is she? My eyes! I can't see her. But you're shouting. There she is. They're always at the side. What? I don't think she's even got any EX equipment on her. No, she hasn't. Okay. I mean, we're probably going to back out of this. Can we finish this? Can Lou survive? No, we don't want them to take out the Gobbo, and then Lou's actually been blasted. Come on, quick! Take it out! Let's get a victory for Lou and the Mr. Gorkas. There we go! Mr. Gorkas! Whee! Poor Mr. Gorkas got thrown up in the air. Anyway, if you're going to try that team more seriously, you probably want to put in somebody like the Summer Nenica in Lou's place. But we just wanted to give Lou a little go there. Let's get a winning team with Lou. There we go. Who did more damage than Chica on that on that run. So there we go. That is day 5 for the special dungeon. Let's get it right. Completely cleared there. I would say that it did seem a little bit easier than last time we had one of these. don't think they did scale it up. Now we've all got new equipment, new levels and everything goes on there. And if we have a look at my Princess Knight thingy for Royal Mastery, everything is now at level 2. Everything is at level 2. I did actually wait. What I did is I used all of the enhancements that were for anything once I could get everything to level 2. So all the level 1s have now been used up. Everything is now level 2, even TP is. So we'll see how that affects Clan Battle this month. Now I've got everything at level 2 on this Mastery Gotcha. So there we go. Hopefully you can take out this special dungeon and it is not too difficult. Right, one thing I had been saving, very last day of these, which is the last day, we just have one more day. We can now have a look at the SP boss here, this returning story event. Let's just do our skip ticket on the boss here. What is his name? What is this guy's name? What is his name? Rygahorn the Great Thunder Beast. Well then, Rygahorn, let's see if we can take you on this SP, which shouldn't be too difficult being a returning boss. So, who do we want to go in with this for? I don't have special characters or anything on here. Is this... What are we going to have here? What is it? Can we one-pan this? What team do we want to send in on this SP boss? How many days have we got? Anyway, it's either today or tomorrow that it ends. So, let's take out that fire team. We can't borrow, so we're going to have to go in with a team that we can make ourselves. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? We didn't use a lot of water in these special dungeons, so maybe we could go for water here. I don't have the most optimal physical team. Tending to go for Ruka, it seems, as a tank here. We do have Uni Winter and the Summer Riri, who will be getting a unique equipment soon, but then again, are we really going to expect a huge amount from that? And now I am still missing one character here that could maybe help. Maybe the Summer Ray will be good here. Winter Cheru is the character that we really would want to put on here if we had her. I've got this Makoto that I bought with real money. I want there to do some good. Her unique equipment too, he's up to 5-star again now. She's maxed out quite well. Then maybe the Pirate Shinobu would be a better option to go for as a budget. I don't know if this is going to work. I would like to one-pan this. But again, we're experimenting. So, why are we experimenting with water physical? Well, it's not necessarily my best team. Anyway, let's go and let's see how far it goes. If it doesn't beat it in one, we can always back out, I guess, and try a different team. See if we can find one that can one-pan it. Pretty sure some dark teams will. Just dark the go-to. Always at the moment. None of these need to be unset as a general rule, I don't think. Anyway, so far it's going quite well so far. Don't expect this to be too easy. Maybe there's a lot of teams that could actually one-pan this boss. Now we've got a few ads. Maybe a little bit of multiple targets on the team might have been good. I mean, instead of Shinobu, could we have put the Summer Mimi? Is there any other better multiple target options that I've forgotten about? Maybe there is. Is this mode just taking out the ads though, and then we can move on to the next? Oh look, there's my evil father there. In fighting against me. I don't think we're going to be one-panning with this. We're going a little bit slow here. Now we've seen this is the second mode. I think what we should do then is back out and change the team up just a little bit. We need somebody in here like Christina, the Alpha Christina to take out that second mode and then do huge amounts of damage. So we are going to go back in with a dark team. We could probably go with Violet, we could probably go with Grace, we could go with this Christina. We're not doing a dramatic Christina again. And then we want a good single target DPS as well, I think. For Dark, that's Christina, but then we need a second one. One of the commanders, perhaps. Riri, maybe. I think Riri goes quite hard. Then we also need... What also do we need here? We need... Maybe one of the Altar Maidens, or the Commanders. Another one of the Altar Maidens, or one of these two Commanders, perhaps. I'm going to go with Erika. Let's see how this does, shall we? Palm Tree Friend, I'm vibing. Hey, yes. Unleash your demon side. Unleash my demon side. Well, I'm going to look into that. I would like to maybe the too many demon eye coming out. we need to do a little bit of work on that. Keep your eye on this situation. Okay, scan this team. One pan. How are we going to do a little bit better here? We're not going to get a single target from Christina until she does her skill 2. Hopefully she'll cancel that skill 2. Maybe we should have checked on that. Damage is coming in now. I'm going to assume that means she didn't cancel it. Mode clear. So now can we clean these ads up a little bit quicker with this team? We've got one of those defensive little goblins at the front there. They've always been a little bit of a pain in the butt. Time is ticking down here, even for this team. I thought my Erika would attack Violet then. No, it was the opponent's one. We're getting confused. With all these doppelgangers in here. And Violet is down. Is this going to be... Why is this being this difficult? Why is this being this difficult? To one pan. We should be able to one pan this. Okay, so if that team didn't do it, what was we missing? This is where I like to use Ares instead of Grace. Even now, it seems like we're having a little bit of troubles. Perhaps that might be a little bit better. I don't know. Let's see. Alternatively, I'm thinking that maybe going for a wing team here. We can either go with the Ceremonial Ranfer, or we could just have Fury there with her 2-target attack for that second phase, which will then become a 1-target attack for the boss, which could be very handy. But let's see if putting the Carlo in here instead of the Eriko is going to help. Mode clear. We should see what time it is. How quickly we get down there. Right, just get through these ads. What is the best way to get through them? We need to defense debuff them quite a bit, I think. The time is ticking, isn't it? We still, it's that defensive dude right at the front. Maybe they are weaker to magic. Maybe it is going magic the way that we're going to have to go here. We're not taking this out in one pan. Maybe we are going to have to go magic. So let's try going wind magic then. We don't have the ceremonial Chica though, which could be a bit of an issue. Okay, so wind magic. We would want these two. We would want Theo. We would want... Who would we want? Would you have a Nemini tank in this one for it? For it, I mean, she can do magical damage. She probably will do magical damage. Although, is she a wasted slot? Is she really the best one for this fight? And one more character. We could maybe go for Maho here, the Explorer Maho. We could potentially go for Kokoro for a few more buffs, perhaps. Will these two carry the damage? We don't really need another... Well, she's as a buffer, not a healer. But... We're sending Kokoro. Let's see how it does. I mean, there's always this... Yuki to try. Ilya is... Where is Ilya going to sit? She's going to sit there. We do... Yeah, she uses a speed buffer. And we don't have a speed buffer. Well, we do have a speed buffer on the team. We've got some Theo there. She uses a speed buffer. But there's a few options then. What do you think would be best? Shall we try Ilya? Shall we just try Ilya anyway? Let's see how that goes. Do we think that you have someone else tanking instead of a Nemini there? Well, we should have to go for Dark Magic. Maybe Dark Magic. Oh, what's the damage that Ranfa did there? Ouch! That was some big damage there from Ranfa. That Doot is dangerous. Is this going to be the team that is going to get us through here? Dude is dangerous. Dude is danger. Are we doing a little better? Yeah, it looks like they are weaker to magic than physical, so maybe going the magic route is the way to go here. Look at that. Evil Yashi Dad, take him down already. So that's done better. That goes on to mode 3. So can we, in 30 seconds, take out this Thunder Beast with this team here? Maybe, I'm thinking maybe a Nemini up front there is not the play. Because I don't think she's going to be doing the most damage there. I don't think we're going to quite get it. We're not going to quite get it. Do you think we can mix a little alteration to this team there so we can just get a bit more damage out and do this in a one? I mean, if we were doing it in 2, it wouldn't be a big problem. Who would be better then? Do we think Suzume could tank this? Do you think... Oh, Kokoro could tank this. Kokoro's going to stand in front there. Let's see if putting Kokoro in instead would be better. Here we go then. This is the test for this fight at least. Come on, Chica. Let's get Chica. Ranfa. Oh, God, my goodness me. Ranfa, real Union base. There we go. Look at that. Look at that damage there. We like to see that. We need to be TP boosting here. Mode clear straight away. Right, how quickly can we get through these ads then without a Nemini there to do a little bit of chip damage with a Whirlwind? And on the debuffs, she did put a lot of debuffs on them as well, so they could be... Oof. I mean, Chica is one of the characters... I can't remember... Ranfa, Luminek, this ceremony with Ranfa is one of the characters that I was thinking, could I maybe have skipped her to save some jewels for other characters coming up? But she is actually pretty good, actually, and I'm happy that we actually did end up getting her, because she is, well, about the same amount of time left as we did with the Nemini there, but is our damage going to be any higher? I'm not sure. I think we are probably still going to be a little short on damage on this team. Not doing too badly though. Could always try a dark magic team. See if it gets any closer. There we go. 5 seconds to go. We're not going to get that, but he's not bad at all. Maybe swapping Ilya out for somebody else would potentially give us a one pan there, but not bad at all. Not bad at all. Maybe if we actually had the ceremonial Chica, she would have been the way to go. So let's go for a dark magical team then. We're going to want to run these three. And then what else are we going to put on it? We do want some multiple target for that phase. Although Nenica will be doing that herself. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to go with, because we didn't use her in the before, instead of Vampy, we're going to go for Carol here, the Princess Carol. And we're still going to put on Ranford, because Ranford does have multiple target on her Union Best, but her Wyvern Union Best is single targets. So maybe that will help us get through that multiple targets, well, the ads phase. We're going to get them all set again. Now let's see how this does. Carol doing huge damage as well, like Ranford was doing. The ceremonial Ranford, that wind team. Mode obliterated there. Now how quickly do we get through these four little fellas? Yes, like I said, I guess magic is the way to go for this. Still using Ranford though. If we look at the ceremonial Ranford, we're going to use just Prefest OG Ranford. Now we had about 30 seconds left from the wind team when we got to the next phase. Looks like this isn't doing quite as well as the wind team did. The wind team might be the way to go then actually. Unless you want to change things up in here a little bit. Unless we can do gobs and gobs of damage really quickly, I think that wind team was slightly better. Yep, with 5 seconds to go again, I don't think we're going to quite take it out with them. So we're very close with both of them. I don't suppose I mean, I can't run the fire magic because we don't have Xbox Lariel. A light magical team, I don't know. What is he doing? Because that was the New Year's Hatsune might be okay there. You could always try wind, water magic, but I can't see that one being really any better than the water one. This time we will put in this Nenica. So let's get a wind magic team up, water magic team up, and see how it does. If it doesn't do too well, maybe we'll just go back with the wind variation and see how that does. How quickly can we get down mode 1 then with this water team? A retaining event like this actually being a little treat. Like, this isn't doing anywhere near as good, is it? We would have beaten this with the dark and the wind teams by now. And we don't really have a multiple targetness in here to take out these four little ads in here very well. So I don't think this is going to do too good, is it? Let's see what time we have left when they are taken out. They're going to have to get a bit of a move on, aren't they, to keeping up with the other teams that we ran in here. I think that the wing team would have beaten them by now. Yeah, this isn't doing as well either. Definitely not doing as well anyway. Right, okay, so let's go back to the wind magic team. See if a slight alteration on that could perhaps get us over the line. I know I'm making a bit of a meal of this boss. We could have easily beaten it in 2 by now, but let's have a little bit of an experimento. I think we're going to definitely keep these 3 on the team. So, what are our options then? Yuki, Maho, putting Ilya back on. We've got Kokoro there. Do you think Suzume can tank this? Yuki is actually going to be the one that's tanking if you put Yuki up front. So let's try Yuki up front, see if Yuki can tank this. If it's any better, I know Kokoro will be given quite a few buffs. Unset Theo, remember to unset Theo there. Is there anyone that can give us a bit more TP? This team, perhaps. Or maybe we could go for a... that seemed to me to be a little bit slower. But we'll wait and see. Some kind of a mixed enemy team as well, perhaps. Might work. Well, there we go. Yuki can't tank this. So, that is that option off the table. Maybe then... I mean, the only other real option, I think, for this team that I have is this Maho. He's multiple target, damage, so probably not the way to go. And we could always put this Yuki Uni on as a support instead at the back there. But she's also doing action speed. Wonder if that's the way to go. More buffing there. Just buff Chica to the max, perhaps. Sometimes she does it. Let's see if Suzume can handle this then. There we go. This seemed to be a bit quicker there, a little bit quicker. I'm sure there are maybe some people that have put a few teams' suggestions up that count one pound. This is getting very, very, very close. I mean, it'll be some kind of maybe strange team that you wouldn't think of. Maybe I'm thinking too literally and not out of the box. There we go. This is 32 seconds. It was a little slower actually. This is a little bit slower, it seems, than when we had Kokoro up front. Are we going to have to admit defeat? Are we going to have to admit defeat? Or are we going to keep trying? I mean... Yes, Masaka indeed, Makoto there. Really? 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 What is going on here? Maybe Uni? Yes, Uni is not the answer. If we had the Chica, the blooming ceremonial Chica, that might be what we needed. I mean, the only other option really is Maho. I don't think Maho is going to help being multiple targets, seeing as the main boss is single targets. Maybe we are going to have to just accept defeat here. Unless we try we could try the light magic team. Ooh, I mean, different things. We don't have Saren. We don't have the New Year's Saren for this team, which is maybe why I haven't got over to this. Who else would we maybe try for wind magic? And they don't have the best of tanks. We could try. I suppose. Where is she? The Yuri. Is it Angel Yuri on the light? Where is she? Because she could work as a tank for this team. Probably think you might want Air in there. But Larael. Who have got? We haven't got. Well, I say we haven't got a speed buffer. The Alpha Astral. Well, yeah, well, everything mixed up. This is the Astral Yui there. Has a little bit of a speed buffing on her. Let's see how this team does. I'm not expecting it to be brilliant. Like I said, we don't have that multiple target for that second. Maybe we could have used Kuriru as the tank for that second phase. I don't imagine Yori is going to be doing a huge amount of damage here. Yeah, this is already a lot slower. Already a lot slower. Definitely already a lot slower. And now we're going to have to go through them one by one. We should have had... "30 seconds, the other teams would have beaten this by now." So yeah, this is not working too well, is it? We haven't tried fire. The thing is that with fire magic... Yeah, we're missing Lariel on the fire magic. Thinking. Maybe we are just going to have to go back to... Unless... some kind of a dark magic team. A slightly different composition of dark magic would work. And we've got a few options we could put in here. We could put in Vampire, we could put in our Carol there. We could also maybe put in this Ranfort, we could put in this Neneka. There's quite a few options for this. Do we really want Echidna in there? Is she better? She's... And then one of those three. She's going multiple target. We want a pure single target. So I'm going to not go for Ranfort. I'm going to go for one of these two here. Let's just see how this does. This is quite a quick mode 1. Quite a quick mode 1. We've got Hamare and Neneke in this team. They'll do a bit of multiple targets, so they can maybe take out these ads pretty quickly here. Calling them ads, Eriko Makoto, Shield Guy, and Evil Yashi Father. Oh, can they take them out pretty quick? Or are they just not up to the task here? Kuku up budging from that attack from Eriko there. Yeah, this is a little bit slower. This is definitely slower. Definitely slower. Okay. Are we beaten? Are we beaten by returning SP boss? I don't know. I've come to that point. I would want to have a look if there are any teams that people have put up there that can one-pan this thing. What am I thinking? Am I not thinking in the box? Am I not thinking in the box? I mean, this is the very, very last team that's been put on here. Is this a one-pan? These are teams that I would never have thought of going for. So they've actually gone physical. But I'm saying we should be doing magical. And they got Grace tanking. Oh no, actually I can't build that. It's the wrong Shinobu. It needs the Summer Shinobu. Not 6-star Shinobu. So we can't even go with that one. We may end up having to just go with my wind team. The wind team was the closest we had. A lot of people on there are saying they are two-panning this. There is fire magic that's managing to one-pan it. We don't have the Lariel there, otherwise we would have tried that. That might have been a team that could have won. Not many people have put up that many statistics. There was a couple of teams at one point, but most of it is two-pan. So I guess we are just going to run it with the best setup that we found, which was this, I think. And Theo. And who was the last one that we had? We had Ilya on the team, didn't we? This was seemingly our best setup. We didn't have Ilya. We can't put it in Yuki. She's saying, yeah, we tried everything else. So let's just run this then. And then we're going to have to finish it off with something else. We're going to finish off with Lou again. Instead of making a great meal out of an SP returning boss like this. Let's go and finish it off with Lou. Get another victory for Lou and Mr. Gorkas. Hi ho. Mode clear. Ragahorn, the Great Thunder Beast, will be slain eventually. And then I should remember to use up all my tickets on the treasure chest gotcha thingy, because the event will be going away very soon. So we can wipe the whole thing out right now. Let's see how close we do actually get with this team. I don't know if unsetting Kokoro would have been better, I don't know, probably not. Mode clear, evil Yashi Dad taken out, yet again. So, we're probably only going to have a third of the health left, but seems like it's going to have to be a two-pan, which isn't too big of an issue, I don't think. We at least get some doot in. We at least get some doots. I use a team like this a lot. Like using Alpha Nenica. I don't know why, yes. I like using Alpha Nenica, but then a lot of the time I find that I don't end up actually using a huge amount. So okay, look at how close that was. Just a little bit of extra, maybe the ceremonial Chica to be put on that team instead of Ilya, probably. And maybe we would have probably got that. All three DPSs doing similar amounts of damage there. So let's just go in and finish off the boss with a second little team. Let's go Dark Magic so we can put Lou in there. And we can put an Alpha Nenica in as well. Well, we can use the same team again. They didn't get wiped. Why was I thinking they were going to get wiped? Because we did the stadium, didn't we? We did the dungeon, sorry. Special dungeon. So let's just make a meme team. A meme team that can finish this one off. And single target, so we could go with, let's go with Vampy then. We didn't use Vampy before. This should be good enough to take out the boss. Don't give us any messing around with Lou here. It is old, even 3-star. Lou should be fine here with Mr. Gorkas. Come on guys, you've got a simple little task here. Don't let me down now. And there we go! Second victory for Lou and Mr. Gorkas. There we go. Mr. Gorkas got yeeted yet again. I would imagine they did a huge amount of damage there. Well, you're always going to do more damage than Ares, but anyway, where did we get that 6-star Lou? So, that is the SP boss beaten there. I imagine most people already have taken this out a long time. I've left it right till the end. There's something extra to do at the end today. So there we go. We have got... Let's get all of our rewards. Let's fire off the gotcha thingy. And then I guess we will end it there. Hello, Karin. Well, I don't know if we even need to do that. We can fire off this. We can fire off that. Actually, maybe we should just use up all of the tickets that we have first on the hard boss. and see what that gives us in terms of boss ticket, gotcha tickets. And we've got plenty there. Let's see how many we can do here. Only 2. Well, we just use them anyway. Now we don't really need to use any more stamina on this today or tomorrow, because we can run through all of this. We will get everything out. This one's old, so we still have to do it 100 at a time. So let's quickly get rolling through this. Okay, so there we go. We had the special dungeon beaten today, and then we took on this SP boss. What have we got to look forward to coming up in the next few days? Like I said, we have got the unique equipment 2s. They should be releasing for those 3 Xmas characters. I wonder if any of them are going to be any good. We already see that there could be a few problems with some of them, especially the Ilya and air position. Let's see what she's given with these unique equipment 2s. I have been grinding out their shards for a while. Double rates, triple rates, you know, double rates for the very hard main quest at the moment. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these shards that we're getting here. I don't think I really need any. I think Makoto and Ariko, the 6-star variants, are already pretty much maxed out. Let's blast through all this. We don't even get any masterpieces or anything for these returning. It's just DAs, I think, at the end. Nothing mega spectacular, but they're always worth having, I guess. What date is it? It is the 21st. Is it tomorrow, the 22nd or the 29th? I don't know. I should know the exact date that those unique equipment 2s are coming out. And Christina is on that banner. The banner will still be up, but I don't think we should be summoning on it. But we'll see if she all of a sudden becomes broken. She'll be another physical water option, I guess. Will she be better than maybe the Summer Ray that we've potentially been using in that slot? She just seems to be a pure DPS. I had a look at the kit earlier. It's all to do with getting coins, and then she just a bit of support for the team, I think. So, I don't know. I don't think she's going to be replacing or taking the role of the Winter Cheru, who was also going to be returning next month, or should be returning next month anyway. Another character that will be nice to get. That retains banner might look a little bit juicy, but we'll wait and see who are the characters featuring in next month's story event. Are we going to be getting Ninon featured in that story event next month? If we did, it would be a miracle, I think, to be honest. I'm waiting for a few other characters to release that have been in story events that don't have playable characters yet. I wonder when they're going to come out. Over summer, I wouldn't expect to see any of them. They're usually always alt characters over summer. So, July and August, summer characters. We did get summer characters last September as well, but that was because we had that ReZero collab, didn't we? Maybe that'll be September. Might be the first time, the only time, that we may be going to get Echidna and the Summer Rem to return. If you didn't get them, will they be getting unique equipments then? And will they be getting a returns banner then? All of these questions to be answered in the next coming months. There we go, getting our DAs. What are we on, tier 5 of this? There we go. I mean, it's just, I say it's a shame we don't have more characters to summon for. There's a lot more to going on when we get new characters. The problem is we don't have the jewels for it. I wish they gave us a few more jewels. There we go. That is everything done. All lineups. We're on to lineup 6 now. So we don't really have to do a huge amount more in here. So there we go. That is the stream today. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you all again very soon for these unique equipment 2s. I guess they're going to be the next thing. Thank you again. Arigatou gozaimasu. Otsukaresama desu. We'll see you all very soon. Goodbye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye. Yay! Let's get it ready. Let's get it ready. Let's get it all. Everything set up. Goodbye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye. Hey.